Hello everybody, it's EzraTime again here. Welcome back to another reaction videos. And today we're gonna be reacting to White Snake 2 official trailer number 2, I think. This is like a new trailer was released today. And once again, this sub trailer was made by Nikoloz jananshia, which is again the person who I reacted to. You know, the first White Snake official trailer. If you guys remember that, I think I did that reaction like a week ago, right? But this is like a completely new trailer. I think this is the plot trailer, you know. And the Light Chaser Studio also released the official trailer on their channel, obviously, and it has this one is at 1080p quality, but it's like 60 FPS. And my computer cannot handle 60 FPS. Okay, it just glitch every single time I did a 60 FPS. So it has to be 480p. So sorry, but after this, after I finish reacting to the trailer, we're gonna go to the official channel, and then we're just gonna open up the trailer again, and then we're gonna do our breakdown on that trailer, on their channel. So without further ado, just start the trailer, shall we? Excited. 嗯，oh, so I think that's where she falls the mountain, right? Oh my god. I'm so excited for this movie. That dude looks like Neza. Just a little bit. Oh, so that's the masked teenager. I guess I'm teenager, but it's probably just, you know. So the city was not exactly like a cyberpunk city like Neza, but it's more like supernatural, or I guess illusion. Shura City. Oh man, they brought back the classic animation. That's really good. Yeah, like I said before, it's gonna be focusing on sister relationship, and that's Bahai right there again. Oh, and she talk about obsession too. Oh man. Oh yeah, man. It's gonna be very different than the first movie. Oh my god. It's the fox demon. What the hell? Oh man. Damn, didn't expect the fox demon to appear in the trailer. But yeah, that was the sub trailer. But now let's go to the official channel, guys. Sorry, so we can do our breakdown video. Hang on, where is it? Oh, this one. Sorry. Oh, trailer 3. Never mind. Because this one is only in Chinese, so I don't understand Chinese, so I need a sub trailer. But now let's do a breakdown. So it's starting with let's 360p. My God, sorry. Let's make this 720p. There you go. So we got the beginning. We got Xiao Bai and Xiao Qing in the beginning. So I think this one is where they flood the Jinsen Temple. I think that's from the subtitle. So yeah, this is actually the scene from the original ending, I think, or like the ending for the Legend of the White Snake, because it was ending with the two, wasn't exactly two sisters, but like I think Xiao Bai alone created this massive flood, because they clearly floating here, flying, quote unquote, in the ocean, right? And then I think that's where they flood the temple, and then ending up killing a bunch of people. At least according to the original legend, but I don't know if this one there's gonna be like, oh, they both of them kill many people in the process. You know, is it gonna be similar to that, or is it gonna be completely different? But they definitely take that element from the original folklore and put that in White Snake 2. And then obviously you got Fahai. This is Fahaya, obviously. And some people say I think Fahais might be the grotesque looking general from the first one. Then he got reincarnated into this, Fahai monk, right? Or maybe Fahai is like the mysterious being that the fox demon met in the ending for the first movie. If you guys stay until the post-credit scene, there is a post-credit scene with when the fox demon meet some mysterious being under the lake or under the river, and then that being might be Fahai. This is my theory, but I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe Fahai is just like another monk that just obsessed with, you know, capturing demons and all that kind of stuff, because that's how the original Fahai was before they changed it into a demon. So I think this is another Fahai thing, right? Sorry, I think this is Fahai, and then there is Xiao Qing. And then I think this is where we see her falling, right? If you guys remember from the very first teaser trailer, we see Xiao Qing fall the mountain. I think, you know, falling on the mountain, right? So I think this is where she start to fall. Obviously, I think it's kind of obvious, right? And then we get to see more of the Shura city apparently, and I think so. The city was abandoned. So this is just an illusion, which is okay, interesting. Um, and there is several people too, though. Like my assumption is this like took place far in the future, that maybe something happens to humanity, so there is like only like a few of them left, or maybe this is just a straight up illusion, because I don't know, man. They keep saying that it's illusion and all that kind of stuff, but there is a bunch of people in the city, like demons or humans, you know, whatever. They're all in the cities, and clearly they're both trying to survive, and there is some conflict going on, right? That we see later in the trailer, and then um, this looks good though. This looks like a zombie apocalypse almost. You know, like the city was abandoned, and then just like spooky and scary, obviously. And then we got this conflict here. Conflict, you know. I guess a lot of gang. Basically, this is like I think part of them was demon and part of them was human, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, they both fight for some reason. This is obviously a demon. Um, and hang on, I think, and yeah, I think this character appear, which hang on a second, let it. We need to let it. You know, hang on a second, guys. I think there is a character appear in this scene right here after this. Yeah, this guy. This guy looks a lot like Neza in my opinion. I know I'm not saying that this is Neza from Neza Reborn. No, it's obviously a completely different person. But I think this might be like a nod, like an obvious nod to Neza, because again he kind of looks like him, and then he's wearing a red jacket. And if I remember correctly, I think Neza and Neza Reborn wear a red jacket too, right? In the beginning, I think. So obviously this is a nod to Neza. That's my assumption. But I don't know. I no, this is not. But this is not the real Neza. So I think from this trailer, I think Neza and Whitesnake 2 is not exactly connected, which is kind of. I mean, I kind of wish it was connected, because I feel like that's a cool idea, because you got the New God series, right? And it would be really cool if we see that with Whitesnake too, because Whitesnake is the movie that put the studio name out there. That's where people really know about Light Chaser Studio and really start to support them. After the first Whitesnake movie. So I kind of wish they combined up with New Gus Nezha Reborn, the universe. But I mean, who knows? We might be still in the same universe, but just subtle. But that guy obviously a subtle a nod to Nezha. That's kind of obvious, right? Um, and then we got Xiao Qing here meeting with she looks good, by the way. um, Meeting with this guy. I think this is the masked teenager. Wait, hang on a second. Sorry. Um, Sorry guys, my internet is not really that fast, so my apologize. This guy right here. I think this guy might be. Obviously, she helps Xiao Qing, right? But I think this guy might be the love interest for Xiao Qing. This is my assumption, because I don't know. I mean, that's how typically it work, right? You have a guy helping you, and then suddenly you fall in love with him in the end. But I really want I really want Xiao Qing to have a love interest, because I think that's a really like good um, parallel between her and her sister Xiao Bai, obviously, because in the first movie, Xiao Qing was against human, and then she has like a little bit of character development in the end, but we don't exactly see that a lot, right? Mostly she's just like a grumpy girl, basically. So I'm glad that in the second one, she's the main character, and then we get to see her character development even further, focusing on her, because Xiaobai and Sushian, they got their story in the first one, and I know a lot of people just want to see them continuing that storyline, but again, guys, it's been done so many times, and obviously the studio want to do something new with the folklore, and this is what they do. They basically make Xiaoxin go to this modern world or illusion and meet with these new people. It's kind of makes me wondering though, is this an illusion, or like Fahai actually sends Xiaoqing like far into the future where the world is like abandoned or something like that, Um, but yeah, I think this guy might be Xiaoqing love interest, just my assumption, but I guess we'll see, right? She obviously helps her in this Shura city, and then we get to see more of that in this one. Yeah, because again, the town looks abandoned. There's like plants and nature everywhere, right? Makes me wondering what's actually happened. Maybe the demon clan is actually ruling the world. I don't know. It's just assumption over assumption, obviously, but it's fun, right? And then we got to see more of them, obviously, like a lot of temple here and there. Obviously, looks very old, so I didn't expect this, to be honest. I thought that Xiao Qing is going to get to a city, and then that's where she gets to have like get to know the modern world and all that kind of stuff, and then maybe we get to see a funny montage of Xiao Qing trying on new clothes or something like that. That would be fun. But after seeing this city looking like this, then obviously that's not gonna happen, you know. But the next one is a tornado, which again, this looks cool, right? The animation, all that kind of stuff. I think Xiao Qing also looks cool here. Again, she's wearing the modern costume or clothes. Um, so yes, the Shura city seems like it was controlled by demons or something like that, or obviously mystical beings, and then maybe humans are trying to survive. What's happened. Maybe Fahai has some bigger role in this one. I think it's kind of obvious, right? you know. Yeah, I think this is the masked teenager again, if I'm not mistaken. And then hang on a second. Yeah, I think this is the masked teenager again, and then we get to see. Hang on. Oops, sorry guys. Yeah, Xiaoqing and this guy right here running side by side. So obviously they're gonna need some time to bond together, right? And I think again, guys, I think this guy might be Xiaoqing love interest. Maybe we'll see, right? I just think will be cool. That's my opinion. Some of you might disagree that I don't think Xiaoqing needs a love interest, but I don't know, man. I feel like it's a good parallel for the first movie, especially for Xiaoqing character development, for loving a human. And I think this guy was a normal human, right? And then obviously he was in this situation. I'm assuming he was on this situation for a long time. That's why he was so prepared. Like he's wearing glasses and a mask, obviously. Um, and I think this situation was happening for a long time, and that's why he was so prepared for what happens. And then he was working together with Xiaoqing, which is again really cool. So I think Xiaoqing also, I forgot to mention, but I think Xiaoqing also talked about obsession in this scene right here. So there's a behind the scene video, and I think Xiaoqing voice actress, or maybe Xiaobai for voice actress, does say that the second movie is going to be about Xiaoqing obsession, because he was obsessed with Xiaobai, her sister. He was obsessed with Xuxian, because she hates him in the first movie, but until the very end. Well, until the very end of the first movie, where she learned that human are not bad, and then she has to support his sister Xiaobai for loving Xuxian, obviously, right? But she was so obsessed with everything, and I think Fahei even saw himself that if Xiaoqing want to be free, then she needs to let go that obsession. But obviously, Xiaoqing is not gonna let go that obsession immediately for her sister and etc. There's a lot of things, obviously. And I think that's pretty cool, because I think that's gonna be working for this Xiaoqing character development, and yeah, we see the building kind of like disintegrate in the background, so that's also weird. Again, so many questions. Is this just an illusion, or is like Xiaoqing is legit sent to a future, and then in the future something dreadful happens to the human or to mankind, obviously, and that's how she and the masked teenager needs to survive, And I think Xiaoqing and the masked teenager might be the new Xiaobai and Xuxian, because again the first movie is focusing a lot on Xiaobai and Xuxian, right? And I think the second one is gonna be Xiaoqing and the masked teenager, but at the same time it's also a sister story, and it's not gonna be Xiaobai and Xuxian, sadly. But we see them a lot, guys. So you know, um, and the next thing I want to talk about is this animation right here. Like this is the classic Chinese animation, and I think you guys see this in the very beginning of the first movie in the opening credit. I think was an opening credit. Sorry, where Xiaobai was passed out, right, where she was meditating, and then suddenly she saw saw Xuxian in the void, right, and then they use this type of animation, like this classic Chinese animation, and I'm glad they actually brought this back, because it looks so good, and it just say that, well, this is Chinese animation, that's how it's originally looked like, and it's great. It's really great. I think it's really symbolizing their animation in general, right? And then this is obviously from the previous trailer, and then we see, yeah, I think we see this scene again. Sorry, hang on a second. Oh, whoops. My God, man, this buffering every single time. But yeah, we see this scene again with the Xiao, and then this guy. I think this guy might be the masked teenager, right? And for the first time, maybe she took it off or something like that, right? Sorry, he took it off his mask, and I think that might be it, you know. Yeah, and then the next one we got, I think this might be the Fox Demon minion. You know, the guy with this guy right here, kind of similar at least. Right in the first movie, we got the Fox Demon minions was like wearing a mask, right? This smiling mask right here, and then you open the mask, then they're well demons, obviously, and they appear again in this in this second movie, which I didn't really expect. And then we got Fahai talking to a demon. So I think Fahai might be a demon himself, or Fahai might be the general from the first movie, and then he got reincarnated as the being under the lake, and then the fox demon helped him or something like that, and then that's how he become Fahai. That's my theory, but we'll see what happens because again he's talking to a demon. Like if he actually the original Fahai, there is no way the original Fahai will team up with a demon because the original Fahai were so hateful towards demon, and that's how he breaks Xuan and Xiaobai relationship in the first place. But I think this one might be more fitting to this narrative, that Fahai is a demon, I think. Um, and then this one looks very cool. Hang on a second, guys. Because if you guys remember, in the first movie, we see Xiaobai literally turning into a giant snake, right, in the third act of the movie, which again, really looking good right there, for Xiaobai. So we get to see the giant snake form from Xiaoqing, but just like a hologram. But you know what I mean. I kind of wish that Xiaoqing literally turned into a giant snake like her sister, in the first movie. That would be really cool. Maybe we can have Xiaoqing and Xiaobai turn into a giant snake, and see the two of them fighting something big. That would be really epic for a third act of the movie. And I really hope that this is not the third act of the movie because they could spoil it, to be honest. But I guess we'll see, right? But I guess we'll see the giant snake form from Xiaoqing, which is again looks kind of similar because she has this like a dragon-like skin on her neck, I know this is the real Xiaoqing, but like her giant snake form, right? Which is really similar to Xiaobai because Xiaobai also have this like dragon scale, I think, on her neck, which is again really cool because according to the legend, if a demon managed to absorb many power from somewhere, that snake demon might become a dragon, and that's why there is a dragon-like look in their giant form. And obviously you get to see Xiaobai again. I think Xiaobai is gonna receive less screen time. Obviously it's gonna be Xiaoqing and there is a dude here. I didn't notice, but there is a guy here right behind Xiaoqing. I think this might be the masked teenager again, right? And then obviously she said she's not gonna let go her obsession. It's obviously talking about Xiaobai, right? And I don't know, man. I don't know. I think Xiaoqing need to let go the obsession. That's how she win in the end. That's my assumption because, again, even the crew, the cast, even talk about that. Or maybe not. Maybe she needs to hold on to the obsession with Xiaoqing, right? Sorry, Xiaobai. And then obviously continuing from the first one, she fall to the mountain. She sees Xiaobai. Obviously, Xiaobai was already in the Laughing Pagoda at this point, right? And then, well, she cry obviously. And people worry that if we're going to see Sushan in this movie, I'm pretty sure Sushan is going to appear in this movie, guys. Even though he's going to have like maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes screen time, because in the behind-the-scene video, Xiaobai actually said that I'm coming for you, my husband. So obviously Sushan appear in this movie, but maybe not. Maybe again less screen time like Xiaobai. Xiaobai is going to appear, but just less screen time. It's about Xiaoqing, and then obviously we get the main star from the first movie, which is the Fox Demon. People love the Fox Demon, because, well, I mean, look at her, you know, um, and I do too. I think her personality was interesting. And this is the question that I had though, because if the Fox Demon really helps the being on the river under the river where she gave him something, in the end. It does make me curious though if the Fox Demon actually evil or maybe she's just like being tricky with everybody because again she's a fox, right? I mean that's what fox do. Um, they just tricks one mind to another obviously, and I think this might be the case. Yeah, I think she might be neutral and not exactly evil. Like some people might assume she is because what happens in the first one. But yeah, I think her modern clothes really cool though. I didn't expect her to appear in this movie, to be honest, because I legit thought that maybe she's not gonna be in this movie a lot, because we don't see her like a lot in the first trailer. It's just it's just shouting and then the story, obviously. But I'm really glad that she actually returned in this movie, because again, when the fox demon appear, or when a video specifically post about the fox demon, that video gets millions of views. So people obviously love the fox demon because of the look at her, obviously. Um, but yeah, I'm really curious to see if he's going to play a much bigger role. In the first one, he has some role which is also important, but maybe not exactly. Well, I guess it's kinda prominent, right? So I'm really curious to see if this in the second one, if the Fox Demon is going to have a much bigger role. Maybe they have to keep something secret from us, so they don't spoil it. Maybe we'll see. Fingers crossed that, because I really like it. I really like these characters, and I hope that we can explore more in the future. Maybe she's going to explain what the hell is going on, and maybe we're going to see some explanation from the first movie, right? Why the fox demon decided to give that stuff to the being under the lake, or under the river. Um, is he going to regret it, or is it just like, oh yeah, I give this stuff to like a being under the river, so yeah, cool. I think that's what she's gonna say, because that's her personality. And yeah, I think her clothes looks really cool. Her modern clothes look really cool. So yeah, that was I guess my reaction to my breakdown to White Snake 2, guys. Again, it's a really long video. I'm sorry, but I'm really hyped for this movie, and I just want to talk about it like a lot, because I love the first movie. I love Neza Reborn. I wish those two are connected somehow in the future, but probably not, to be honest. There is a nod to Neza, obviously, but I don't think it's gonna be completely connected to Neza Reborn, which is, I guess, okay, right? I mean, I like the White Snake universe alone, and I think the universe that's setting up in the movie was already pretty cool, and I just can't wait to see that expanded in the second movie, right? And I just can't wait to see the Fox Demon again in the second movie. Um, and she just said that, oh, we have another customer again. Obviously, calling back to the first line on the line from the first movie, where she said, "Oh, we got a customer," when she first appeared. Um, and I think she's talking to Xiao here, if I'm not mistaken. But I guess we'll see. And at the end of the day, I'm really excited for this movie. It's gonna be released on July 23 on mainland China. But I don't know about the release date international, because I still think Netflix is going to acquire the rights for this movie, kind of like how they acquired the rights for Neza Reborn, Netflix, and that's how the movie got released internationally, obviously. Um, and I think that's gonna happen, but I guess we'll see, right? I hope that I can see this movie maybe in August or September, hopefully soon, and I don't have to wait like next year to watch White Snake 2, because it's just not available on Indonesia, because that would be really sucks, because I really hype for this movie. And again, if I watch this on 2022, let's just say that, there's gonna be a lot of spoilers, and I don't like that, obviously, right? So hopefully we get to see this movie soon, on international, obviously, and not just on mainland China. But I guess we'll see, right? I think Netflix is going to acquire the rights, hopefully. Either way, guys, that's my trailer and reaction and breakdown for the White Snake 2, mostly breakdown. You guys can let me know in the comment section below what you guys think about this trailer right here, trailer number 3 apparently. Do you guys this does this trailer make you more excited for the movie? What do you guys think about the Fox Demon returning? Are you guys excited for that? Because I'm really excited. I'm really excited, guys, because I really like the Fox Demon, because I think her character is just neutral. Like, she's not evil, she's not good either. Just like both sides, and I think that's already interesting, because, well, she's a fox, obviously. So that's how fox are on many legends, or many story. And I guess you guys can let me know what you guys think about Xiao and the masked teenager being, I guess, the replacement for Xiao and Sushian, because again, the first movie focusing on those two romantic relationship, and I think the second one is gonna be the sister love between Xiao and Xiao, obviously. But I think Xiao and the masked teenager is gonna be the replacement for Xiao and Sushian from the first movie. Like, their role got reversed. But in this one, Xiao got the experience what Xiao experienced in the first movie, but in the much more modern world. That's my assumption, because again, we see a lot of the masked teenager in this trailer, and then he spent a lot of time with Xiao. So that's my assumption. Yeah, like I said before, just let me know your opinions in the comment section below. Um, And if you guys want to watch the original, video, then I will leave a link in the description below. There will be two links, obviously, because again, one from Nikoloz and then one from the official channel. And then obviously there will be two links also for the two channels that I've been reacting to, which is the Nikoloz jananshia and then the Light Chaser Studio. All the links will be in the description below, so you guys can check them out if you want to. And if you guys enjoy my reaction video, then please like, comment, and again subscribe to my channel. I'll ring the notification bell so you guys can keep up to date on my newest video. And make sure you guys share my videos out there. It really helps my channel, guys. And I just want to say thank you for everybody for supporting my channel, by subscribing, watching the videos, liking, or commenting. I really appreciate that, and I hope you guys can continue your support for the future. And if you guys are new to the channel, then again, why not consider subscribing and become a fan if you want to. And yeah, excited for White Snake 2. I will definitely do a movie review after I watch it, obviously. So stay tuned for that on, I guess, when I'm gonna watch this movie. We'll see. But yeah, again, guys, I really hope you guys enjoy my trailer reaction and breakdown video on White Snake 2. And again, guys, I think I will see you guys in the next one then. Bye.